Good morning, precious people. Here we are together. It's another fresh day. So I'm so thankful that you're here with me. I'm thankful for your irreplaceable light and the wisdom and experience that you bring into the world. Today is a gift filled with possibility. So let's open it with kindness and curiosity. We're all still growing and learning. So grab your nearest drink. I have tea today. It's a Harney and Sons, and I don't know the flavor of it. This, I went to a tea the other day, or a couple weeks ago, with a friend, and as we're leaving, the owner of the shop asked if we wanted some teas to take home and try later, and I said yes. So I picked this tea, and I forgot what the name of it. I just had the tea bag. And the tea bag tag doesn't have the name of the tea, but it's very fruity. It's delicious. So let's go ahead and just check in with ourselves. Go ahead, take a big deep breath in. I feel good. How are you feeling? You feel anything inside your body, in your head, in your shoulders? Your body will speak to you, because I don't know if you're anything like me, but I grew up kind of ignoring my emotions, or like kind of, what do you call it? Gaslighting myself. Like if I was mad, I'm like, there's nothing to be mad about. What's wrong with me? And so now I like to listen to my body, like, oh, my stomach's upset. Am I nervous about something? And just to kind of explore, put words to what you're feeling, because sometimes you can just be amped up and you don't even know like how you're feeling. But as soon as you put words to how you're feeling, you can explain to yourself, oh yeah, well, I'm anxious because my husband's leaving for Africa tomorrow. So, and that is something that's happening. My husband leaves in the afternoon tomorrow, headed to South Africa for the first time. So we've had a stop in Africa on a trip we took last year, but it was just in Morocco. And we just had an overnight stay. It wasn't anything. We just stayed at a hotel, saw the little area, and then went back to the airport. So, but this is South Africa, Johannesburg, which I hear is kind of dangerous. So, yeah, so I have a little bit of that, or I was yesterday. I was feeling a little sick in my stomach. I'm like, what am I nervous about? What's going on? It was my husband's trip, and I know God's going to keep him safe. I know nothing's going to happen to him, and if it does, it will be okay, whatever happens. So, what I wanted to talk about today, and I thought it was funny to call it child labor, because it's really just about giving your child some responsibilities, to take care, teach them early on to take care of their own environment, stewardship of their belongings. And I know you get kickback, they don't want to clean their room or they don't want to do something, but just having those chores, having the expectations is so healthy for them. And this came to mind because yesterday when I was talking about fixing things, just fixing simple little things that are bugging you in your everyday life, I said, what we were doing yesterday is putting felt pads on the bottom of my kitchen chair legs so it'll slide nicely on the floor. And I said, oh, this is something you can have your kids help you with. And if you frame it in such a way like, oh, hey, mom needs some help. Can you come help me in the kitchen? And it's something new, something interesting for them. They, get more experience with fixing things, helping other people. and actually accomplishing something. So kids get dopamine hits too from accomplishing things. Sorry, I need another sip. This was too good. Oh yeah. So I wanted to read this quick thing that I typed up. Giving children chores isn't just about getting the dishwasher emptied. It's about executive function, which is, it's kind of complicated just to explain what executive function is. It has to do with your brain. And anyway, it's taking control of your environment. That's what I feel like. It builds a sense of agency. And when a child contributes to the household, they shift from being a passive, like a consumer, like a passenger, just riding along, just being taken care of, into an active participant, like a stakeholder in the house. Like I said, agency. They have this agency, this executive functioning that's being developed in them, which I love. I love that for kids. I tell you what, when I was growing up, the vibe I got is children should be seen, not heard. And my mom worked herself into the ground, cleaning the house, doing everything, doing all the chores, cooking the dinner every night, dishes after the dinner, everything. And it's like, yeah, I remember feeling like I need to be out of sight, hidden. I'm not that I'm not part of the family, but as I grew up and my mom's like, okay, you guys do the dishes. Okay, I need someone to clean the living room. Or, when it was cleaning day at the house, she would just assign, okay, you're doing the bathroom today. So I do remember the feeling of like, now I know how to clean a bathroom. I remember as a teenager being like, okay, now thank goodness, because when I had my own house, you don't know if the person you're marrying knows how to clean a bathroom. So it's really good to teach all of your kids, your boys and your girls, those kinds of chores. Here's some, I made some age appropriate ideas. So for younger kids, you can't have them like cleaning a toilet. You don't want, until a certain age, even handling like cleaning chemicals. So matching the motor skills and their cognitive development to the chore. So for toddlers, they're putting toys in a bin, which everyone, the cleanup song with, was it Barney? Clean up, clean up. I love that. Both of my kids sang the cleanup song and help put their toys away, or in anything. Trash in the trash can. I'm like, hey, can you put this in the trash can? My son loved that. I remember his little tiny little feet running to the trash can. He started throwing everything away, actually. Then it became a problem because he loved throwing things away so much. You can put laundry in the hamper, and you can, at that age, you can start trying to show them how to divide, or lights and darks, how you like your laundry done. They can help wipe down the lower surfaces, or where their fingerprints are on the window. You can show them, point out, hey, look, when you, after you ate your sandwich yesterday, it looks like you touched this window. Do you remember? And like, here, let mommy spray it. And you give them the rag. They can wipe it down. Like, thank you for doing that. And it also brings awareness to, their impact in the messiness or whatnot, or the chores that we have to complete. It doesn't just pop up out of nowhere, like the awareness of that. So, but I don't think they'll have that awareness that young. Eventually, it will sink in. But just being like, hey, that looks like, look how big this handprint is. Look at your hand size. Look at my hand size. Do you think that's your hand? Just talking, keeping them engaged with you during your chores instead of like, you go play with your toys. Mommy has to clean. There's times when you just have to have your full focus, but for these little things, wiping surfaces down, putting laundry in the hamper, or separating things, putting things in bins, little kids can do that. Then probably the preschool age, I would say, is when you start setting the table. You know where things are and you can go get them. That's a good age. 4 and 5, they know where things are. They know the resources we need to set the table. So the napkins, the forks. I need a pot holder. Hey, honey, can you get the pot holder? I'm going to have a hot pot to put on the table. Feeding pets is a really good chore to start doing at this age, especially if you have like your food in a bag or a bin that's at their level, and you just do like a measured scoop. Easy. Sorting laundry again, watering plants, things like that. Then school age, early school age is like 6 to 8 years old. That's like 1st to 3rd grade. They can start emptying the dishwasher, probably with a step stool. A lot of dishes go up higher. Raking leaves, doing things outside. Here in Florida, we don't do a lot of raking of leaves. The big palm tree has that big one leaf that comes down. So like, can you, instead of telling your Florida kid to go out and rake the leaves, you tell your Florida kid, go out and throw the leaf away. It's so fun. I love it. It's so funny because I'll see when our palm tree has the one leaf that's getting ready and it's low. I'll go out there, kind of pull on it, see if it's ready. No, not ready. I'll come back in a few days, pull on it, see if it's ready. And finally, I'll forget about it and I'll drive home one day and it's all the way down on the ground. And I'm getting letters from the HOA about it. So I'm that kind of person where I'm like, I see it happening and I'm so anticipating fixing it. But then I forget it, something else happens, and it's totally out of my mind. Preteens, they can do washing the car, meal prep, loading the dishwasher, cleaning the bathroom. Finally, this is something I had my kids do, manage their own laundry. When they were about 13, do some sort of shopping with you, send them out in the store to help you get things, look at prices, and doing some deeper cleaning around the house, the kitchen, the bathroom, their bedroom. I did want to say why chores, how they benefit kids. Doing a job tells the child, I am capable. It builds self-esteem, and it's not just vapid self-esteem from someone just praising them. It's like they see their own work, their good job that they've done. Chores help children realize that life doesn't just happen magically, like I said about the handprint. They notice the effort other people put in to keep their environment clean. Chores are often the first time a child has to say they don't want to do something, but they have to. Like, it's pushing yourself past that discomfort. And then I've heard that with that delayed gratification, kind of like, I just want to play my games now, I don't want to clean, that actually is a primary predictor of success. So there's some science behind this. Chores require a suite of mental skills that include working memory, flexible thinking, and self-control. So to fold laundry, kids have to plan the task, organize the items, focus with distractions, And this repetitive practice strengthens their neural pathways. And that's where the executive function comes in. Then also, one of the longest running longitudinal studies, that means following the same person for a long period of time. It's called the Harvard Grant Study. It found a correlation. The greatest predictor of professional success and happiness in adulthood is whether the individual did chores as a young child. The data suggests that starting early on in life, doing chores, like 3 or 4 even, can foster that can-do mindset and a stronger work ethic that persists for decades. And that, we call it grit in my house. My daughter, my son, they have grit. They can stick to it when it's hard. They can anticipate the delayed gratification to keep them going on the right path. Then this is something about dopamine. When a child completes a tangible task, like seeing their messy room clean at the end of their effort, the brain releases dopamine. And we talked about dopamine a couple days ago with the small, tiny, like get the things done sort of tasks. And by associating their effort with completion and the reward, you're essentially wiring their brain to find satisfaction in being productive. Like, you don't have to always take out the trash to get the $5, allowance every week. You, like, the trash being out and it not stinking is kind of the reward, or I accomplished this task. That's a reward. Sorry, that's just such good tea. And we're going for tea today. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I'm going to go drive. We're driving like an hour and a half over to Orlando to go have tea today. My whole family, and it's for Valentine's Day. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. It's red. It's little Valentine's-y, I think. It's cute. Got it at Goodwill. I love Goodwill. I know a lot of people do not like their business practices or something, but I don't personally have a problem with them. Maybe there's better places to donate your goods, but I love donating there. I love shopping there. I like how things are laid out. What do I like about it? I don't know. Maybe because I was raised going there with my mom, and I just remember being at Goodwill for hours with my mom, and we could just lose track of time. So maybe it's just a nostalgia thing. But I did, both of my kids learned how to do their laundry around 12 or 13. And that's the thing. You have to teach. You can't be like, oh, just go do your laundry. Ask me if you have any questions. I printed out steps on a paper, and I taped it to the top of the washer and the dryer, just to get them to learn what this, explain what the settings on the washer and dryer mean, when you should use high heat or low heat or hot water or cold water. Some things don't get dried because the elastic in it breaks down. It's just, you have to be teaching these things to your kids, and they'll learn it, and they'll have those skills for the rest of their life. Even how to take a shower, how to clean themselves. I did my daughter a couple weeks ago. She's like, Mom, I think this often that you taught me how to care for myself, and I just want to let you know I'm so grateful. My sweet girl. That just touched my heart so much. So if anything I said today struck a chord with you, sparked a thought, leave a comment, follow, so you get all the good information. And just know every single day is a chance to grow and learn and become more of the wonderful person you are. The world is better with your light in it. And thanks for sharing time with me today. I'll be here tomorrow. But until then, go make yourself a little cup of tea. Have a great day. Bye. You're the Lord's precious ones. Bye.